In this video, I'm going to show you how to fit the Weston Development slow oscillation worm gear to your Tournament 6000. Hope it helps, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's start. Here we go. Just a quick demonstration of how quick the spool oscillates as standard. Right, remove the drag knob. He said knob, that's naughty. Remove the spool. Put that there, that's it. Oh, we'll take this bit off, yeah, take that bit, oh God. Yeah, that bit comes off. Let's have a look at that, there's a little washer at the back, so keep that together. Keep it all together, keep everything neat and tidy. Right, we're going to take this cover off. This gives us access to the screw to take the handle off. Turn it with a big flat blade. Make sure it takes ages. I'll speed it up because this bit's well boring. Oh God, that really hurts my fingers. I'll use my nail, that's a great idea. There it is, look. Bit of plastic on the end there. There's the shaft. Shaft, that's naughty. Just, yeah, we'll put that on there. Put that down. Wipe off the grease because the last person that serviced this was a bit heavy on the grease. There's a little pin we've got to knock out now. Right, put it in your vise. Get a little pin punch. Tap it down. I've noticed it's quite loose in the vise. That's because you don't want to crush this bit. And make sure you knock the pin all the way through onto your garage floor so you lose it, because it's dead tiny. Right, this bit comes off now. Keep that together with a pin. There, look. Yeah, there it is. Put that to one side. Then what we're doing now? Oh yeah, there's a retaining screw on the spool nut. Take that out. I'll sped that up because that was well boring. Get some long nose pliers in there to get the nut. Sorry. Yeah, there's a retaining thingy majig. Get some rag in there to clean it, because say yeah, John Travolta from Grease was chucking it around a bit. Then get a 14mm long reach socket. Get your ratchet on there. Look. That should be too tight. There we go. I've loosened that off. Anti-clockwise. Or as the Americans would say, anti-clockwise. There's the nut in there. And that's really easy to get out there. So we'll just leave it. Just leave that there. Then we'll edit the video so it looks like I got it out dead easy. Nuts. Take the spool off. That's beautiful. Look at all that grease. There's a little washer on the back of that spool. I'm pointing at it with my dirty fingers. Keep that safe. Just put that over there, safe next to Dave. Dave, move out of the way. God's sake. What are we doing now then? I'm just sitting around by the looks of it. Oh, well, let's wipe some more grease off. Kill a bit of time. Make this video a bit more longer and boring, eh? Greasy grease. There's a bit of grease there. Oh, I'm stroking the shaft. Look at the shaft. Bit of grease down there. Bit of grease down there. More grease than Olivia Newton-John. Right, let's take these bolts. Screws? Yeah, screws. We'll take these screws off now with the appropriate sized screwdriver. It's quite a fine head on that. Like a bit of fine head, don't we? There's two of them. Here he comes. That come off there, look, beautiful. Oh, look at all that grease. Put them screws back in there, keep them safe. Have a quick look at that. God, that was boring. Look at all that grease oozing out there. Right, here we go. I think there's 5 screws in here to take this side plate off. I've sped it up because Who wants to take people taking screws? You know, watch people taking screws out. Oh, come on, hurry up. One, two, three, four, five. Yes, I can count to 5. That side plate's going to come off. Oh, yeah. Get some grease on the desktop. That's a great idea. Pour the, I think you call that the pull, the worm gear or the spiral gear. Not quite sure. Anyway, that's out. It's got a bearing on the end there. Try and keep that the right way up. There's some little spaces between the bearing, so we'll keep them safe. And then we'll just examine literally how much grease is in there, which, right, we'll take that bearing out. That's the other side bearing, pull that there. Make sure you don't get it on square, so it looks really silly. And I'll have a quick inspection. Look at all that grease in there. That's going to come out. Oh, my finger doing me a right old mess. Get a lollipop stick. That's right, use a lollipop stick. Pop that in there. Look at it all. It's all green and gunky. It's quite clean though, so that's a good sign. Wipe it on a rag. Don't get it on the desk. Never get it off. There we go, some in there. Pop that in there. Look, beautiful. Beautiful. I think I might have that on some toast later. Right, fold that over. God knows what. Oh yeah. Rub that. Rub it all. Give it a big rub-a-dub-dub. Nice and clean in there. Get as much grease out as you can because it's going to make the next few steps a bit easier, to be honest. Turn that around like that for no reason. Do it again. Just make sure that people that are watching the video are really bored of that. Yeah, okay, here we go. This is a tricky bit now. This is a tricky bit. This fills me with dread. These 2 screws here, very strange head pattern. I think it's a Japanese head pattern, and I haven't got a screwdriver that is 100% correct, but I've got one that's close, so we're going to go for it. Very careful with this. Quite a bit of pressure. You try not to chew the edges up because the heads are quite soft, so just go easy on this. If you haven't got a screwdriver that fits, don't attempt it because you'll mash them up. But as you can see, I'm an absolute professional. I've got some of the best tools. Not really. Right, so they're good. They're coming out. That's one of the easiest ones I've ever done. I've had some before that are right bastards, to be honest. Oh, excuse my language. Disgusting. So they're coming out. We won't speed this up because we want to just bore you to tears. We're taking the screws out again. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. How many turns does it take, man? Come on. Get the screw out. Yep, still there, mate. Keep turning. That's it. Anti-clockwise. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Always remember that. I might speed this bit up in a bit. Yeah, we'll try that one again. Lefty-loosey. Come on. Is this bit ever going to end? Right, I'll try and take it out with my fingers. There we go. You can see the heads on. They're like a cross head, but one side of the cross is longer than the other side, so probably someone will be able to tell me in the comments because there's some right clever people out there. I'll take that out. This is the Paul carrier. I don't know who Paul is, but oh, it's Paul. Yeah, this is Paul. Paul's coming out now. That's the pull. That's what goes up and down the grooves of the shaft. Just love that word shaft. It reminds me of that. What does it remind me of? I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to put one screw back in just to retain the retain all the bits and pieces because we don't really need to take any more bits out of this side. So I'm going to keep all that in. You don't need to remove the reverse knob or that's it. That just keeps that safe there. And it also allows you to remove the worm gear from the other side. So we're going to turn it around. Here we go. Turn it around, baby. Come on. 5 more screws. Come on. Not long to go, honestly. so boring. I've not sped this one apart, I've got an amateur. So there's 5 on this side. Two of them, here's an interesting fact, 2 of them are black and 3 of them are silver. The silver ones are the ones that you can't see when all the bits and pieces together. The black ones are. This bottom one here, it's a slightly smaller screw than the other 4. So remember that, the smaller one, it goes in the bottom. You'll see the difference. I think I might make a cup of tea. I'm gonna have a slurp of tea now. Here we go. If you haven't got any tea, I mean, America, coffee? Coffee, maybe? What else do Americans drink? Kool-Aid. Yeah, have a 5th of Kool-Aid. Right, wipe all the grease off. We've got that out now. This is where you can reveal the oscillation shaft and the shaft holder, couple of bearings, couple of tricky steps. Not tricky steps, but a couple of very small parts to keep hold of here. There's some very small shims and bearings on this oscillating shaft. There's also a little C-clip you have to remove off one of the worm gears, which, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it's a right bastard. There we go. Hey, lollipop sticks out again, look. He's done some mileage, that lad, I tell you. We're going back to that side now. Will it ever end? Good grief. So that's out. Nice bit of grease there. Could probably have a couple of slices of toast with that grease, yeah. Yummy. So it's all coming off now. It's cleaning up nicely. So as you go along, inspect all the bits and pieces, inspect your gears for wear. This one's pretty good. Any sort of broken bits of metal or, you know, little metal filings. You'll see it glistening in the grease if there's been some serious wear on the gears and that. Mainly, they're made of aluminium, so it's quite a soft metal, and they do tend to wear if the reel's not been serviced or put together correctly. We're still wiping, so I think we've got a wet wipe now. Yeah, wet wipes are out, look. Flipping it, you've got some money, haven't you, lad? What's happening here then? Oh, right, this is that tricky little C-clip. It's on the end of the worm shaft. And it's to hold the gear on. So I've just pushed that off with a flat blade just to crack it, and then I've got a sharp pointed tool in which you can get behind the C-clip, and I'm just teasing it out there, look. Yeah, that's gone pretty well, to be honest, because that can be a right job and a half sometimes. There we go. There it is, look. I'll just show it to the camera. To the audience. What we're getting at now, that's the worm shaft retaining, I'm going to call it a retaining clip. I'm not going to, yeah, that's got to go in the right way around. You probably can't get that wrong, to be honest. Right. There's some fiddly bits here, ladies and gentlemen. Fiddly. And it's always covered in grease, so you get filthy hands. There's a little plastic, what do you call it? It's like a spacer, a little plastic spacer on the end of that tube. I'd leave that well alone. Leave it on there. Slide that out. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. Wet wipes are out now. Flipping out. You've blown the budget on this one, boy. Clean that. Clean that. Yeah. This body, very lightweight plastic. When I first started doing these reels, I thought they were made of metal, but no, they're a very strong plastic. Wet wipe number 2. Shaft. In and out. Wipey, 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 wipe. Oh, wipey, wipey, wipe. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh, God. Actually, what was that? That was just the gear. The gear was still in there, just floating around, so I'll just remove that. Clean that. I'll clean that again. You're obsessed, man. Shaft. The Do you see how easy that shaft slid up and down? I'm going to say it one more time, shaft. There we go. Get that out of your system. Clean that 15 million times. Right. For some reason the video's oscillating now. It's giving me some kind of fucking acid house trip. There's a bearing there. Very small bearing. And on this side, there's also the same size bearing, but a very small shim as well. The bearings actually come off in the tube there, so I'm just going to show you that. Oh, skill, see that? That was good, wasn't it? So there's a bearing that side, a shim, and a bearing the other side. Notice I've kept them in the right side, in the right end. Yeah, we're obsessed with cleaning, let's be honest. You've got OCDs. There's that little plastic thing on the end of the tube. Give that a clean out because the grease is quite dark in colour there. So that's probably a bit older, that grease. Put that down there. It's a very small bearing. Be careful with those. Yeah, just give them a little tickle. Just tickle them. You've got to have your bearings tickled now and again, haven't you? Put that down. There's that little shim, don't lose that. What you could do, like what I did on another video, is drop that on the floor because they're like really easy to find in like deep pile carpet especially. Clean that again. Good grief. Right, here's the new Weston Developments oscillating shaft. This will give you 27 wraps on your spool instead of 14. So we'll pop the little shim on that end, pop the bearing on, keep that nice and safe, oscillating. That goes in there, pop that in there, slide it in, baby, come on. Slide that, oh, yeah, make sure you drop it. Then slide it on again. Slide that on, that goes in there. Beautiful, look at that. Nice bit of British engineering, that. Well proud of it. Right, get some grease on. I use this silicone based grease. It's water repellent and it's quite thin. You don't need a massive amount of it. You don't need to pile it in there. Just rub it in with your fingers. Spin the shaft as you go along. Rub it in. Rub it in. Right. Yeah. Oh, then wipe it off. Wipe off the excess. Right, we're sliding that baby back in there. Beautiful. Not so beautiful. You're making that look hard. Spin it around. There's a little plastic locating tip. It can only really go in one way. You'll figure it out. There, pop the gear on there. Like a bit of gear. And then slide that in there. That's the retaining clip. That goes in quite easy. It's quite a loose fit, that. So sometimes when you turn the reel upside down, it will drop out. But you just pop it back in again, or keep your thumb on it. Right, I seem to have lost that little E-clip. Can't find that. Oh, there it is. Must have put it on out of shot. So I'll pop that on. Nice big flat blade. That'll help you pop it on. Click. Boom shakalak. That's on. Whew, that was the hard bit. Yeah. We're nearly out of the woods now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. We've only got another 7 hours of this to go. Just check it all spins freely and you're happy. Check the anti-reverse. Probably don't work while the rotor's not in, but yeah. Just check everything runs smoothly and you've got everything in place. Bearings are nice, feel nice. Right, we're going to drop Paul back in. Hello, Paul. Go in there. Oh, yes. I'm going to go in there. Right, that should locate into the slot. It's got like a pointed nipple on one end and a flat with a semicircle cut out. Really, it'll only go in one way. If you put it in the other way, it just won't work, so relax. Right, these two little sods are going back in. Sod, that's a very English sort of sweary. It's not really a swear word, but it's I think they call it an idiom. Okay, right, get your really, really good screwdriver. I'm very proud of this screwdriver. It's orange. So we'll tighten them up. We're not going to over tighten them because they're as I said before, very soft. The heads are very soft and you'll just mash them up. So just nip them up. If you wanted to, you could even put a little bit of Loctite on. Well, to be fair, that makes it even harder to get out the next time. So I just nip them up. God, I'm even boring myself with these bits. Right, that's it. I've just done them sort of a nice little 1/8 of a turn. There we go. Pop. Look at them. I'm just going to check that works. Make sure everything's moving freely. Now, you know, every now and again, just keep trying it so you don't have, you know, you don't go too far and then have to backtrack a long way. If you do a step, try it, and you're happy, just move on. Right, you can see that's a much slower oscillation. As I say, 27 turns. Give you a really, really nice line lay. We're going to put the right hand side cover on with those 5 screws. We're going to have to go through all this again. I'm sorry about that. I could apologise. 2 silver, 3 silver, 1 large black, and 1 smaller black. There you go, I'm just showing it there. A smaller black screw there. We'll tighten them away. Where did that cup of tea come from? That's good, isn't it? Dirty cup though. True Englishman. Cup of tea out of a dirty cup. Can't beat it. Right, screw that in. You've got to speed these videos up in future, mate. You're just boring people to death. Can't remember how to work a screwdriver. You don't hold it, that's it. Hold it like that, you prat. Don't hold it there. That's it. Hold the handle, you idiot. That dog's not moved much, has it? I'll load it there again. Last one, ladies and gentlemen. I can only apologise for this. Right, it's looking nice. It's looking good. We'll pop the bearing back in. You can always put the bearing in the case and then fit it, but they tend to slip out because they're they're a nice fit, but they're a loose fit. Pop that in with the long nose. Get that nice and square. Put the rotor back in. You have to line the little metal anti-reverse clip, if you like, up in between the anti-reverse pawl, would you call it? Excuse me. So I've fitted that on. Case is going back on. More bloody screws. 2, 3, that's a silver one. 4, that's a silver one. That's a black one. Pop the other one in first because I've only counted to 4. So here we go. Your favourite part of mine. Screwdrivers out. Come on. Hold it there. Spin it up. Now hold the handle. Just knit them up nicely. They're into plastic, so you don't have to go mad. You'll strip the threads if you try and over tighten. But you won't do that, because you too are a professional like me. Oh, I can't even get this. Yeah, can't even get it on that one. At least the video stopped pulsing like a 1990s acid house rave. That's tightening up nicely. Beautiful. Gasket goes on the back. Gasket and the end cap, that just finishes off nicely. It looks lovely, doesn't it, that? Nice finish. I love these Japanese reels. Very well made. I think these are over 25 years old, these ones. I've had these for a long time. Put them 2 screws in. I'll be loading these with a semi-buoyant braid for some long-range fishing on my local 80-acre syndicate carp pit. So we'll be fishing at range. And that's why I've invested in these slow oscillation worm gears, because they give a really nice line lay. Slurpy tea. Oh, yeah. Ding dong. Right, that's on. There's that little washer there on the back of the spool. The grease has kept that on, so line up the rotor on the two flats on the shaft, so I'll only go on really one way. Now this can be quite fiddly, this. You've got big fingers. I've got small fingers, but it's still fiddly. That's it, I'll tighten that up. Now that's onto a quite a coarse thread, so hand tighten that, then just nip it down. Nip it down, that's it. Quarter turn, nip that. And then you've got the retainer to go on. Just check that's spinning free, that's beautiful, that. I'm well happy with that. Yeah, spin it again. Now spin it the other way around just in case. And then just hold it in a different position, spin it. Don't know why. And then just, for some reason, take we've fast forwarded a bit there. Right, okay, that's back on. We've obviously knocked the pin back in. I don't know why we've missed that video. Got it in the wrong order, probably. It takes ages to edit videos. This is one of my first attempts, so apologies. Apologies. Put those back on in order. This is the spool. This is to do with the drag system. It's like a drag. It's what makes it click. No, it's not. Right, that's gone back on. Yeah. Handle's going back on. Look, you can have the handle in. It's on a hexagon, so you can have it in various different positions. Just line it up however you like it. Tighten that up. Take ages to do it. Make the viewers watch you tighten the screw up again. And we're going clockwise. Unless you're south of the equator, then it's anti-clockwise. Is that right? No, I don't think it is it? Talking rubbish. You might have noticed I do talk quite a bit of rubbish. It's one of my specialities. So that's tight. We've tightened that up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's check it. Basically, yep, there we go. We're checking that. It's got a nice sound to it. That sound will probably quieten down as the grease gets around the shafts and the worm gears and the gears. Nip that up. Get the spool on. Look at that. That's the 6000 size spool. It's got a reducer on. That's a Daiwa line reducer, and that will allow me to have 450 meters of 0.23 braid on it. It's a lot of braid, so I had to put the reducer on because, to be quite honest, it was going to cost me an absolute fortune. So that's the spool knob on. That's the reel. It's pretty much finished. I'm just going to demonstrate the slow oscillation. I want to thank everyone for watching this, and I hope I didn't bore you too much, but I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope it helps some people out. I'll just turn it around and show you from the other side. Beautiful reel, these. It'll last you a lifetime. And there we go. I'll just show you a quick still of the line lay there. So it's lovely, lovely braid that. Quarter apex braid. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers, bye.